Marley was dead, to begin with. There's no doubt whatever about that. Marley was dead. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story I'm about to relate. I must repeat. Old Jacob Marley was thoroughly, irrevocably, unequivocally dead. In the words of the old song, not only was he merely dead, he was really most sincerely dead. So you can imagine his surprise to find himself, shortly after breathing his wretched last, to find himself in a dark, dusty, ill-swept hallway, littered with old rags and scraps of paper. Far ahead of him, at the end of the hall, a light flickered dimly behind the frosted glass of a closed door. Where the devil am I? Welcome, my dear! Oh my, they hadn't told me you were coming. The office's sole occupant was an ancient, rather bulldogish little man about the size and shape of a small chair. He was worn and padded and antiquely dressed, and his long white hair floated distractedly above his shoulders. Where the devil am I? All in good time, sir. All in good time. And living in terror of the bullying, the hissed threats, the mean tricks, and the cruel pinches of the older apprentice, Dick Wilkins. Give me that! You know what you'll get if you tell. I saw what Wilkins did. Marley turned, startled to see the new boy. Scrooge, wasn't it? Was standing beside him. The boy was lean as a whippet and twice as sharp. He ran to the window. Boy, what day is it? Today? Why, it's Christmas Day. What'd you take out of that pocket?
Ain't a thing in my pocket, George.
I know there ain't. You got it in your hand now. What you got in your hand?
I ain't got nothing, George, honest.
Come on, give it here.
It's only a mouse.
A mouse? A live mouse?
No, just a dead mouse. I didn't kill it, honest. I found it. I found it dead.
Give it here.
Leave me have it, George.
Give it here. What do you want of a dead mouse anyway?
I was petting it with my thumb while we walked along.
You ain't petting no mice while you walk with me.
Just kind of funny, a cuckoo like him and a smart guy like you traveling around together.
Well, I ain't so bright neither. I wouldn't be bucking barley for my 50 and found. If I was bright, if I was even a little bit smart, I'd have my own place. I'd be bringing in my own crops instead of doing all the work and not getting what comes up out of the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, a fella like to do that. Someday I'd like to cuss a string of mules that was my own mules.
It ain't so funny, him and me going around together. Him and me was both born in Auburn. I knowed his aunt. She took him in when he was a baby and raised him up. When his aunt died, then he just come along with me, out working. Kind of got used to each other after a little while.
Uh-huh.
First, I used to have a hell of a lot of fun with him. Used to play jokes on him because he was too dumb to take care of himself. But hell, he was too dumb to know he'd had a joke played on him. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Made me seem goddamn smart alongside of him.
Yeah. I've seen it that way.
Why, he'd do any damn thing I told him to do. If I told him to walk over a cliff, over he'd go. Yeah, that wasn't so damn much fun after a while.
George? Yeah? Ain't you gonna give me hell, George? Give you hell? Sure I can. always done before. Like, if I didn't have you, I'd take my 50 bucks
Jesus
and...
Christ, Lenny. You can't remember nothing that happened, but you remember every word I say.
What ain't you gonna say? Say it?
If I was alone, I could live so easy. I could get a job and not have no mess.
Go on. When the end of the month come?
When the end of the month come, I could take my 50 bucks and go to a cat house.
Go on, George. Ain't you gonna give me no more help?
No. Keep looking across the river there, Lenny. Like you can almost see it.
Where, George?
Right across the river there. Can't you almost see it? Right there.
Where, George?
Keep looking, Lenny. Keep looking.
I'm looking, George. I'm looking.
It's gonna be nice. Ain't gonna be no trouble. No fights. Ain't nobody gonna hurt nobody or steal from them. It's gonna be nice.
Little Dory, he's first, each Thursday. And then Jimmy Hughes is next. The next week. Then Patrick O'Neill. That's a hard one. My best friend. What a 5-man. His wife wants to do his on his birthday. And then the next day is Barney Pepper. Barney. Everybody loved Barney. The guy's going to take that one hard. The night before, I say to Pat, you want to work the first tour or second tour? We do that all the time, trade off. And always before, he has a reason. I'll take today, you take tomorrow, I'll take tomorrow, you take today. I got Frankie's soccer practice, I got this, I got that. There was always a reason. But that day he just said, I'll take Tuesday morning. There was no reason. He didn't give a reason. I'm alive. And he's dead. And I don't even know why. I lie awake at night thinking, what was the reason? There's no reason.
Nick, this guy sounds too perfect. He's got to have some flaw. Come on.
Law. I guess he was a perfectionist.
Okay.
It used to drive him crazy if something wasn't working right, if something was messy. If the probies were sitting around the firehouse and say, do something useful, sweep or something.